Welcome back to John's Mini Mechanics. And I don't know, we're going to try something different with an opening today because I couldn't think of anything. So it's just a bland opening. Scout judges you for judging me for having a boring opening. Just kidding. Welcome back, everyone. I'm glad you're here. So this week I have no brakes. We haven't broke anything on this guy. I did have to readjust the shocks. I did get a question from Burned Out Crawler on what the next RC and is going to be, as well as what would it look like if cost was all options. So we're going to go over that, and then I'm going to go over a few RCs, my camera setup. I'm going to go over as I've been doing some research on cameras, and then footwear. That's kind of an important thing with RC and us going out in the wild. Like, I'm a big proponent for quality footwear. You got to have quality footwear. I have to have quality footwear, and I've always believed in the mentality you could buy a $10 pair of boots 10 times or one $100 pair of boots once. So yeah, same price, but your back is gonna love you. All right, so let's get into it. Nothing too crazy this week. I've got a bunch of videos that I wanted to do, so I got those done, and then it's just building content for my subscribers and for myself to keep myself busy and my mental health happy. It's a little dirty over here. All right. So new RCs, we're looking at a few different kinds. I've got plenty of crawlers. I have an Armacentin 223S. That's currently on the back patio. I ripped it the other day and it's dirty. I tore up the grass and it's just covered in grass and mud and disgustingness. But it's a fun little short course truck. I recommend looking into that. It's got that DSC in there, and that's fun to play around with. Let's see, and then we did just get some snow, so hopefully I'm going to get back out there. Excuse me. Adult beverage. Yeah, I don't know where I was on that. I'll find out when I review this video before I post it. Okay, so no brakes. Welcome back. New RCs are coming. We'll go back to that. Wow, my mind just drew a blank. Dad had plenty of meds this morning. No, Dad didn't have any meds this morning. Oops. So we have plenty of crawlers, and I am a big fan of the WRC. WRC, Group B, all of it. Rally in general, I grew up watching it. It was just it was insane watching the WRC, seeing cars do those things in the late 90s, early 2000s was just insane. You know, you turn on Speed Vision or ESPN, rarely ESPN, but Speed Vision would have the rallies. And man, were those just awesome to catch. So I'm looking at the Charisma M48S. So they have two options. Those are 8 scale, and they have Colin McRae Subaru and which is WRC, and they have the Audi Quattro S1, which is Group B. Yeah, is Group B, and both are just legendary cars. And Colin McRae, he was just a phenomenal rally car driver. So is Rule, who drove the S1 back in the 80s. It just, I'd like to give a little respect to those gentlemen, and so I'll probably get one of those. But I'm also looking at Rolarlo's new XTS F10, the rally car, but it's over 300 for the top model, and I think it's like 289 for the entry model, or 249. Maybe I'll grab that one. But I'm also looking at getting two. All right, everybody, because the funds are there to get two, but I need a basher. So a basher or a rally car. I am looking at the FCX10 K5 right now. Beezer C on Amazon has it for $329.99 with a $30 coupon. If that holds for the rest of the month, then I should be able to pick that up, and I might pick up the Larlo Omni Terminator, the entry one, not the roller, but the one in between. So those two are the ones I'm looking at, or it might be the FCX10 and the Charisma, or the FCX10 and one of the Rolarlos, because why not? They make good products, and to deny that would just be, asinine on my end. As for cost no option, I would probably do a TRX 479 Bronco. That's the one I want, and I can't justify dropping $500 on it. When it's just, I could get the Pro. I can get the LC80 Pro and get all the same features on an LC80, just not the Bronco body. The 79 Bronco body is what I want. I had a 77 F-150, a dent side as they're known, and the 78, 79 Bronco was has always been that just beastly looking two-door SUV, right? It's just that and a K5. Sure, the Ram Charger's cool, but they were a little late to the game. Where are we at? We at 9.5 minutes so far, and I'm just about done. What about you? My fellow subscribers, viewers, commenters, sharers of my videos. what is on your short list for tax season for a new RC? Is a new RC in the future this tax season for you guys here in the United States that are yeah, getting a bunch of money back? I hope you're getting a bunch of money back. Taxation is theft. You know, they say it's a voluntary system here in the United States, but I've never voluntarily paid taxes. Which is fine. You know, fix the damn roads. My roads have been getting fixed, though. I will say that. Now we're just kind of making chit chat with everybody. So yeah, I'd like to know what you guys are looking at. I'm still wanting to get Yikong 4106. It's a Brabus AMG G-Wagon? No. It's a 4-door SUV Mercedes. And I want the Toyota axles. I want the Toyota axles looking axles. Let's see if they'll fit on the FCX. Because that would be cool. And just like make my own like hybrid ass truck to look like it's an actual Toyota underneath and everything. Aside from it being Portal. But the SE version of the Yikong 4106 standard comes with manual locking differentials. And honestly, I wouldn't mind that, right? Like manual locking diffs. For as often as I don't lock the diffs. I haven't had the need to lock the diffs because they are locked. So, you know, I wouldn't know if I need to lock the diffs, but it would be cool to have a locking and unlocking diffs. Right now I'm talking with a reseller on Alibaba. The price is $235 on that Yikong 4106 and just waiting on shipping cost. So they're going to look over that next week and get back to me on shipping costs, because at $235, dude, that's a lot of rig for a trail rig. And then I'm also looking at a rock crawler. I think I just might go with the Red Cat Fusion Ascent. Honestly, it looks like it's right out of the box, ready to go. So, you know, I'll give that a look. And then I did mention that I was looking at in the last video, I mentioned I was looking at the Insta360 camera. And I've done some more research, and as it does well in low light conditions, it just doesn't look like good video. The GoPro adds a little blue color, and that kind of gives me problems when I watch the videos. So I don't like that. And now I'm looking at the DJI Osmo Action 5 Pro. God, so many words to say one thing. They're DJI's new action camera. That has everything. It's got 47 gigs of built-in memory, so like I don't even need a memory card. I just plug it into, you know, whatever. But it does seem like you have to use their Mimo, I think that's the name of it, their app, in order to access anything on the device, and then you could use your own editing and whatnot. But looking at a refurbished computer to run Adobe video editor or CapCut, because I'm still running into issues with CapCut. I have parts I'm trying to sell my 1-to-1 scale build. So hopefully that happens. I've got to get wheels and tires for that. Some upgraded interior parts for that. And add my suspension. I got a full suspension for that, and a exhaust system I want to put on. So, and that's a 2007 Lincoln Town Car Designer. Yeah, that's that black one you keep seeing in the videos outside. My SRT8 Charger is set. I just need to put new tires and a new battery, and maybe change the alternator. So we don't have to worry about any of that this tax season. So it looks like RC is gonna be the big spending, and just peripherals for RC. I don't know if you can hear my son upstairs, but he is just talky. 10 months old, and he is just something else. I love him to death. I just want to squeeze him. And he's the same size as our 2.5-year-old son. Yeah. And our 2.5-year-old son is right where he needs to be. Height, weight, learning, all of it. And our youngest 10-month-old is pushing the scales at 35 pounds, and maybe closer to 36 now, and he's well over, he's got to be close to 33, 34 inches tall now. Just a big boy. And but he looks proportioned. He doesn't look like a chunk of monk. You know, he's got a lightly chubby cheeks. He's just so cute. So I've talked about my sons. I've talked about RC. I've talked about taxation being theft. I didn't break anything. New RCs. I'm for the TX4 Yikong 4106. So yeah, on the Pro model of the Yikong 4106, and I'm going to keep talking about it, it has that servo actuated, cable driven dig feature. And that is a feature that is going to become a popular feature soon. Be on the lookout for it. Someone is going to buy that feature that doesn't have a dig option. I wonder why the company out there doesn't have dig. Because FMS bought Yikong's TF07. TF07? YF07. Their that new Bronco off-roader that's 550, that's a Yikong. And Primus RC is a new division of Motion RC. They bought the 4104 and have released it as their own from Primus RC, and they also purchased the rights to the 4101 and have released that under their Primus line. 4101 and 4104 are now, Yikong 4104 and 4101 are now Primus RC PC10, something like that. So check those out, and they're a wee bit cheaper than what you'd find on AliExpress. So those are pretty sweet. The 4104 Yikong, that is now a Primus RC. I don't know the name of it. That one, SR5. I think that one is called the SR5. And that one is based on the LC truck, Land Cruiser truck, like the killer body, but it's a PC body. And then the 4104 is a Defender 110 body, but The front windshield looks weird. The door's open, so that's cool. It's a hard body. At least last I checked, and that comes in at $399.99. So, and that's the 4104. That's the Defender. That is the Yikong model number, 4104. Primus RC, SR5 Pro, I don't think so. D110 Pro, I think maybe. That's on Motion RC. So give them a look out. They're pretty sweet. And then the FCX10 K5, I'm going to order that. And then I'm going to order the brushless setup with it, the Outrunner brushless. And then I'm going to go with the extra receivers so I can keep my stock radio. This is going to be a popular mod. Everybody's going to be doing it. So hopefully I can get the video out there on how I did it, what I needed to do, where I set everything up on the K5, and just share with you. Share with everybody. I like sharing. Camera, K5. Footwear. I'm a big fan of Timberland Pro for footwear. For budget footwear, and I say budget, and you'll look up the prices of these boots that I mentioned, and they are not budget friendly. You can't go and buy these at Walmart or anything like that, Aldi, whatever. But Danner, I wore Danner my entire military career, and I loved them. The Danner Desert TFX were probably the boot for my foot. I loved them, and I couldn't tell you how many pair I had to go through one time. And it's not because they don't last, it's just I had a very active first tour, and second tour. Wow, I guess I did. Never really thought about it. So the Danner Sharp Tail 8-inch hunting boot, that is a mock toe. I suggest if you have a wide footbed, go with a mock toe boot. I also recommend going with as much of a wedge sole boot as you can if you have plantar fasciitis. That will help add way more support to your arches. And I feel it'll give you a better balance when you step on a log. Or a rock or something that is about the size of your arch or just a little bit larger, where your toes and heel aren't gonna mate with the surface. So I highly recommend that, if you're out crawling, to minimize injuries, I carry in my pack, I carry a first aid kit, a military first aid kit, an IFAK. It's got a tourniquet in there, and it's got nasal pharyngeal. It's got all kinds of stuff in there that you would never need on a trail, but I add other stuff like Tylenol and aspirin and this and that. That way, if I meet someone on the trail and they have a stumble, maybe I can give a hand, because where I do my trail rides is very popular areas during the summer, and spring and fall. For people just walking, for runners, dog walkers, bicyclists, cyclists, drone operators, RC operators. We're all out there. Again, this park system is smack dab in the middle of the city, and and it cuts through 7 cities. So yeah, it gets pretty busy, and I try to be friendly neighborhood Spider-Man whenever I'm out and about. So footwear, 8-inch tall boots. If you can, do yourself a favor. You'll have so much support you won't even know what to do with it. Yeah, I think that is going to wrap. I have droned on for 25 minutes now. thank you all for tuning in. I really appreciate all the comments, all the all the subscribers that I have, and new subscriptions and subscribers. Um, wow, just I feel so loved. Thank you all. I appreciate every last one of you, and I love you all. Bye. Have a good one.